Alright guys, let's get started with today's finisher. So today's finisher is a plank finisher. It's what we call an advanced plank finisher. So we're going to go through a few different variations of planks. You're going to start off with a 60-second straight arm plank. So we'll start with that, keeping your arms straight, your core straight, and go ahead and go for a minute. So you want to focus on keeping your body straight. For modifications, you can drop down to your knees. There's a few different ways that we can do this. If you drop to your knees, what you want to do is, let's say we're going to count to 5. So knees down for 5. And we'll come back up to straight body. We'll try to count to 10. We'll go back down knees for 5 and then back up, count to 10. The stronger your core gets, the easier this is going to become. Ideally, you want to be able to do a full straight arm plank for the full 60 seconds. We're 30 seconds in. Breathing. Core is tight. 15 seconds, we're going to switch over to a forearm plank. So we're going to hold a forearm plank for 30 seconds, and then we're going to hold a forearm plank with one foot off the ground for 30, and then the other foot off the ground for 30. 3, 2, 1, and down for a forearm plank. So once again, with this plank, same thing. You can drop to your knees as you need to, drop, count to 5, and come back up straight body, count to 10, or count to 5. You do what works for you. You try to find ways that will get you through the full 30 seconds of it. So in 15 seconds, what you can do is with one foot off the ground. Just slightly off the ground. It doesn't have to be too high. You can even rest it on your other leg if you need to. 3, 2, 1, and 1 foot off the ground. Now once again, to modify this, you can drop down. So Leanne's got her right foot off the ground. You can drop down to your left knee and keeping your right leg off the ground. You can also do what we call a bird dog, where we extend our straight arm out. It's going to work your core. 10 seconds, we're going to switch our legs. 3, 2, 1, and switch your feet. So try and keep your body as straight as you can. Watch that your bum doesn't stick up in the air. 15 seconds, we're going to switch over to a side plank. So side plank, you can go with a straight arm, you can go with a forearm, your preference. 3, 2, 1, and over for a side plank. So with the side plank, a few different ways we can do it. You can do it with your body completely straight. The objective is to try to get a straight line from wrist to wrist and from head to ankles. Now to modify this, you can bring your right foot over top, so you're resting on your foot. The knee is bent. You can also drop down to your forearm if you have to. The most important thing is making sure that you get that straight line. 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch sides. Do the same thing on the other side. So once again, we want that straight line, wrist to wrist, and neck to ankles. 15 seconds, we're going to go back to a straight arm plank. You're going to hold a straight arm plank for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to drop down into a forearm plank for our final minute. 3, 2, 1, and back into a straight arm plank. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So keep the body straight. If you have to drop to your knees, that's fine. Keep your core tight. 15 seconds, we're going to drop down to our forearms, and that will be your final minute. 3, 2, 1, and down to a forearm plank. So forearm plank, body is straight. You can drop to your knees if you have to. Drop down, count to 5, bring them back up, count to 10, back down. Always trying to increase that number where our knees are off the ground and our body is straight. Keep breathing. Focus on something that will take your mind off what you're doing. 30 seconds to go. So we call this one the advanced plank for a reason. 5 minutes of planking. Almost there. 15 seconds. Keep squeezing, hold it tight. 3, 2, 1, and time. There you go, guys. Awesome job. There's your finisher.